This is Reinstein Woods Nature Preserve, 290 acres of old-growth forest and over 20 interconnected ponds. September marks the start of the most drastic changes in our forest ecosystem. However, changes don't occur overnight. September still feels like summertime to the plants and animals, so they move and grow accordingly. Take, for example, this rose bush. It produces rose hips early through mid-fall, so birds like the catbird can take full advantage. It's late September and plants like goldenrod and snakeroot are reaching their full bloom. Goldenrod, being heavily favored by honeybees, provides them with essential food resources heading into winter. In the winter, bees stay warm by forming clusters. They huddle together, kinda like penguins. Monarch butterflies can be seen choosing white snakeroot as their fall favorite. Each fall in North America, monarch butterflies migrate south for winter. Monarchs in this region migrate over 1,000 miles south to central Mexico. This makes their journey one of the longest and greatest migration spectacles on Earth. One animal we know for certain isn't making the trip south, and they are the painted turtles and their much larger cousins, the snapping turtle. Weighing up to 35 pounds, they lounge around with no fear of predators. During the winter months, he will enter a period of dormancy when it will slow its metabolism for winter. Meanwhile, he trudges on. Painted turtles, on the other hand, take the more balanced approach. They usually lay back and soak up every drop of sun. After all, slow and steady wins the race. A typical feature of early fall are silken threads. Covering many plants and trees, this is a survival strategy for the young spiders. This helps them move around as they try and find a new home before winter. The gray squirrel, working tirelessly to prepare for winter. These squirrels are in constant motion, collecting and storing the recently fallen acorns. During the month of October, these oaks are constantly dropping their seeds. After all that hard work, it is now time to rest. While you're resting your eyes, let's check on a close relative of yours, the chipmunk. They have the ability to expand their cheek pouches up to 3 times larger than their own heads. Their cheek pouches serve as shopping bags to deliver their food to their underground homes. Now that his pantry is full, He lets everyone around know. And off he goes. It's now the first days of October, and the tops of the trees are showing their new colors. While the nighttime succumbs to colder temperatures, the days can still reach around 70 degrees. Perfect weather for the resident reptiles and amphibians. Dragonflies can be seen laying the last of the eggs for the season. Tapping the water to lay their eggs, it almost seems like they're tap dancing. However, this tap dance brings an audience. These frogs stalk their prey and wait for the perfect opportunity to attack. Frogs are fast, but just not fast enough. The white egret can be seen taking advantage of this increased October activity. Standing at over 3 feet tall, this allows him to walk across the shallow pond with ease. The white egret has a variety of food choices, consuming frogs, fish, crayfish, and small rodents. This bird's hunting strategy is to wade the waters and strike at anything that moves. It's important that these birds eat all that they can during this time of year. Most egrets in this region will fly south for winter. Reinstein Woods Nature Preserve is a beautiful old-growth forest. Not only is it old, it's also diverse. It's home to maple, beech, birch, black cherry, oaks, and various different types of evergreens. This beech tree is one of the oldest and largest in New York State. This tree is over 100 years old. We know we are in an old-growth forest when we see a lot of standing dead trees. Standing dead trees are also known as snags. Even dead trees support life here. This fallen black cherry tree serves as a perfect example. Chicken of the woods. This fungus helps break down the tree and release nutrients into the soil. It only grows in fall, taking advantage of the cooler and wetter days. The middle of October is when the forest makes its most drastic changes of the year. Maple trees here at Reinstein put on the most spectacular display. Even though the leaves are changing, they're still producing chlorophyll, which they will store for winter. Showing its beautiful golden brown color will let nature speak for itself. A male white-tailed deer. He has been waiting on fall all year. Mid to late October is peak rutting season for the white-tailed deer. The males grow antlers and are on the constant search for a mate. The females hover under oak trees and gorge themselves on as many acorns as possible. Fall is a crucial season for white-tailed deer. The Virginia possum. The only marsupial in North America. With its closest relative being the kangaroo. Mostly nocturnal, the possum must be in the fall rush. Canada geese. They can be seen and heard hitting the skies in late October. Reinstein Woods is the perfect resting spot for these birds. A group of geese is called the gaggle. The size of a gaggle can vary. Larger flocks can reach from a few hundred to tens of thousands. These loud and numerous birds usually take over all the ponds here at Reinstein Woods. That's until the blue heron has had enough. Late October to early November are when the mallards are on the move. They migrate south on an as-needed basis, so as long as they have open water, they are able to survive. In November, fall starts to wind down. There are fewer and fewer leaves upon the trees. November starts the departure of the many migratory bird species here at Reinstein Woods. Temperatures drop below freezing and everything stops growing. The forest is now transparent, and many of the resident species start to hibernate. This is when the animals enter a dormant state for winter. Late November brings cool and wet weather. It also brings our red-tailed hawk visitor. This bird of prey isn't equipped to hunt in the snow, so it goes down as far as it needs to. In late November, the rain doesn't last long, as it quickly changes over to snow in December. Fall's ending marks winter's beginning. As the forest becomes silent, Reinstein Woods has served its major purpose for the fall. Reinstein Woods serves as a corridor for many migrating bird species. Fall in Reinstein Woods is unmatched, and Reinstein eagerly awaits your next visit.